What's up, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Ultravox, and we're back with more of the mini LP EP. And indeed, I now have this framed such that it includes tracks from the John Foxx era of Ultravox, Ultravox with an exclamation point, I believe. But these are live performances of tunes that were on their studio albums, and people have asked if I'm going to go back and do those. I would love to do that. Again, it just so happened that I started going through a greatest hits compilation, and that led to Philip sharing the album starting with Vienna, or at least that was, I think, where we decided to start, because I had really enjoyed Vienna, hearing it on that greatest hits compilation. But bottom line, I'm really starting to enjoy the John Foxx journey as well. I've been going through In the Garden, not In the Garden, inside joke, but yeah, bottom line, The Garden, and even though I enjoyed Metamatic, I'm enjoying The Garden even more. So it's making me more interested about John Foxx's music. So I would love to go back and go through the proper studio versions of these tracks that we're now hearing live versions of. But yeah, as I said, it just so happened that we started where we did. And bottom line, we'll go through everything given enough time. And once again, shout out to Han Solo and to Philip for making Ultravox available. And the tune we're going to listen to here is, I think it's Young Savage, which, presumably we're not talking about Fred Savage. So, yeah, it makes me think about perhaps someone who is still young and brash, but old enough to feel, that they want to stake out their independence and perhaps, show a rebellious streak, or to otherwise, not follow what is pre-prescribed and laid out for them by authority figures, guardians, parents, and so on. So yeah, Young Savage, it feels like an indication of character more than necessarily like the historical designation of, people looking at those from far away who do things differently. Oh, they're savages, the more sordid and historical usage of that word. But also at the same time, not the modern, oh, that insult was so savage. So yeah, I wonder, Young Savage, if it could have a punk vibe. But, there's been a couple so far that we've gone through on this mini LP, EP, that very much have a post-punk, if not overtly punk feel to them, sort of raw and aggressively dynamic. So yeah, that's sort of the vibe that I get when I see the phrase Young Savage. So let's find out what it is. This is Ultravox, Young Savage, and it's included on the mini EP, or mini LP EP, which is from 1981. The Jekyll and Hyde of you, I can't survive the tide of you.
away with practice gestures on his dick. Yeah, those stanzas so pedantic, make the world is so romantic. Young savage, young savage.
So romantic.
Young savage, young savage. Anything goes where no one knows you. Young savage.
Is that when no one knows you? You're from somewhere else. No one knows your name. Incredible. That's amazing. I'm loving this. I really do need to go through the John Foxx era. Like I said, the teenage me was getting into not only punk rock, but like even though it was the early to mid 90s as this was happening, I was getting into like early 80s punk rock and different kinds of hardcore, like Subhumans, what they were doing in the early 80s in the UK, early Bad Religion and so on. And like I said, if I had somehow found the early phase of Ultravox, whether again, that live version was amazing. People have been saying some of the recorded stuff that we're going through on this EP is even better. So yeah, I would have loved it, and I'm really excited to go through it now. And I gotta say, like in his solo stuff too, it seems like John Foxx has a lot to say. The lyrics, they're often like dense. There's a lot going on. There's like metaphors and different like pictures that are being set or described. Like it just seems like there's a lot of information in his tracks, whereas some other singers, it's like fewer lines, maybe they're more poetic, or there's like a bit of ambiguity, so you can sort of take them different ways. But like it just seems like John Foxx, there's a lot going on in his songs lyrically, so even though I do catch some of the phrases, it's like it feels like it's a small percentage of the total like themes and phrases that are going around. So yeah, we'll listen to it some more. Looking forward to hearing what people have to say about this one. I think there's maybe 2 more to go on this before we perhaps jump back into where we had been going through. I don't know, maybe go back, I'm not even sure. So we'll finish this and then I'll get a sense for what the people who are following this deep dive think. So once again, big shout out to Philip as well as Han Solo, who brought Ultravox to my attention in the first place. And yeah, we'll keep going through this. Do let me know what you think. Peace.